Um, Gracie over here, Gracie's sister is our friend.
I'm her sister.
Okay, her sister, and Bree. Bree is 16 weeks old, and she's agreed to be a model while I show you the buttons and the knobology and how to work everything. And this is actually a Mindray DP-70. So to start off with, we want to go ahead and put the patient information in, and we went ahead and put her last name and first name, LNP. If you don't know their LNP, you can go ahead and hit the arrow and go to EDD, their estimated due date, and then put that information in. Either one, but if she knows her LNP, you can put that in. And whatever your center wants to put in. And then you're going to go to probe, which is the next button down, and you want to make sure that if you're in second trimester, you hit OB23, and if you're in first trimester, you hit OB1. And then here we're in transabdominal. I don't have the transvag probe in at this time, but if I did have it in and you were doing a transvag probe, you would select that. Okay? And this is your transducer. I got her gelled up. And again, this marker needs to always be toward mom's head in the sagittal plane. So, just to start off with, mama's got a really full bladder. And this is a really cool button here. This is called your extra wide field of view. And as you can see, when I push that, it actually brings your field of view larger, and you can use that for your sagittal midline views when you can't get the whole baby on the screen. And like here, just try to get more baby on, okay? And I'm gonna bring it back down. All right, the other buttons that you're gonna be using quite a bit is your freeze button. So when you like what you see, you hit freeze, and it will go ahead and stop, and then you have to annotate, which is text over here, and you can either grab sag midline or you can go ahead and use your touch screen, either one. And then if you want to move it, you just bring your cursor over and move it where you want it. Then when you want to save the picture, you hit your save button here. And if you want to print a picture for mom, you would print right here, okay? So we went ahead, and I'm going to go do an upper. And the other buttons that we have on here is, I always tell everybody when they're scanning second trimester, if you see two eyes, you go 90 degrees and you'll be in BPD position. So here's your perfect BPD. And I'm going to zoom in on that. A BPD, you want nice and oval shape, a broken falx in the thalamus. Now to measure it, you hit your measure button, which is right here. You can either hand select your BPD by pushing it with your finger, or you can grab it up here. You always have to tell your machine what you are measuring. So you go from outer to inner, and that's 15 weeks, and we had 15 weeks 6 days before. Let me clear that and do that again. So we're going to go measure, and BPD, outer to inner. So that's 15 weeks 1 day, but she's really 15 weeks 6 days, so I'm not sure. Then if you want to do a head circumference, you just go ahead and hit your measure, and you can grab head circumference, HC, and you grab and go outer to outer. Make sure your circle is the same distance on both sides. Hit set right here, and go ahead and expand that. And then you go ahead and take that. Okay, so now we got the head. Now we travel down the road of the baby, and there's the heart. I always tell my students to zoom in on the heart. Your zoom button is right here, and that'll give you great big scallops. You take your box, You can change the size of your box by hitting set, and then it turns into a dotted box. That allows you to change the size of the box. When you hit set again, it's a solid box and allows you to move it where you want it. When you like the box size, you just hit zoom, and then you got your heartbeat, hit your M, put your M mode right through the heart. And as big scallops as I wanted. Let's see if I can get a better one. You hold still, baby. Don't move. Hold still. Oh, you silly. I'm going to try that again. So I'm going to get the heart. Are you going to hold still or no? Okay, stay there. He's not going to. All right, hurry. Oh, we got a few heartbeats there. Then you hit your measure. And this machine is set for every 2 beats. So you find the beat that you like. So I'm just going to go right there. I'm going to skip this beat and go to this beat at 153. Then you go ahead and take that picture. Now, if they're over 12 weeks, you can use the Doppler. Doppler pulse wave allows you to actually hear the baby's heartbeat. For that, you hit your PW. And you put the gate right through the center of the heart. And then you get your pulse wave. You can also measure that by hitting your measure, letting the machine know you want to measure the fetal heart rate, and then you pick your beat. 1, skip a beat. I don't like that one. Let's go this way. Skip a beat, and let's go to this one. And that's 149 beats. Take that. Okay, so now we're going ahead, and when you want to get back to the beginning, you just hit B for back to the beginning. Okay? And the other buttons that you need to know on here are your depth right here. That will make your screen bigger and smaller, okay? You don't want to have all this wasted room on. So when you're doing your images, make sure you always bring your depth up to show what you're looking at, okay? And then your zoom again will take any part of the baby that you want to zoom in on. Let's say we want to zoom in on the head, and we can zoom in on the head. Then to get rid of zoom, you go ahead and hit zoom. What else? There's your text. If you type something and you want to clear it, just hit the clear below. Okay. If you want to do a movie for the baby, that's really kind of fun to do. Baby starts to move. Let's just say, was that your stomach growling? That was yours.
I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day.
Okay, baby's looking straight up. You can see him moving his mouth. His hand is over his head like that. So you just hit freeze. Ready, set, go, unfreeze. We're taping all of this as a movie right now. He's looking up. You can see the heart beating right there. And then when you're done, you hit freeze and then P. and then when you hit the P, it will take it as a movie, a film strip. You'll know it's a movie from the little film strip right here. If you double click on this movie, it activates it. So that's really kind of cool. Okay, and then the other buttons on here that I want to show you is your report. Here's your report. You hit your report. I always want you to review your report before you hit the save button. Make sure that you don't have a faulty measurement in there and that they're all correlating. So our BPDs are getting at 15 weeks, 2 days. And then we got a head circumference 15 weeks, 5 days, and the femur 15 weeks, 4 days. So that's averaging out to 15 weeks, 3 days. I'm gonna get rid of one of these. Let's see which one. I'm gonna get rid of this little femur here. So if you want to delete a measurement, you just put the cursor on it in backspace and then hit save. And then hit report again. And now that measurement is gone. And these gives the heart rate. You get a variety of different heart rates, all within normal. And so that's that. And then get out of report, you just hit report. And if you want to review all of the images or you want to delete anything, you just hit the review button, which is right here. What's also really cool on this machine, you have an eye zoom. It's F8. If I hit it twice, it gets rid of all the menu and all the handwritten stuff, and you got a nice big picture for mom if you want to take it. And then you want to get back to normal, just hit F8 again. To get into iStation is the F2 key, and this is all of your exams. You can open them up or do whatever you want by review your image, patient information, review report. Okay, and then to get out of there, just hit that again. I think that's pretty much it. Here's your focus. You want to have your focus pointed exactly at what you're looking at or just below. That's the arrow key right here. That's where you're going to get your maximum resolution. I think that's it. Thanks, Mom.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rachel.
Welcome.